You're going to lose sales by listening to me, but you're going to have better integrity, because what we're going to do is going to work, is going to be valuable to you anyway. It means doing the right thing when nobody's looking.
In an industry like ours, right, where virtually anyone can start, you've built a platform that's allowed others to make their lives better. How does that feel?
That's a lot of pressure for me. It keeps me up thinking, man, if I make the wrong decisions and fuck this up, it's going to affect thousands of people.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very good. And now that I just listened to your presentation here on stage, I'm also energized.
Thank you.
You definitely have a lot of power of delivery on stage. So I had a few questions that I want to throw at you.
Let's do it.
Some of them are related to what you were speaking about today on the stage that, for those watching that didn't have the privilege to be here today at Amaze conference, what an event, by the way.
Yeah,
amazing
fantastic.
freaking event. And a few things that we spoke during the mastermind, right, as well. So just to recap on the conversation here that you had with the audience today, right? You mentioned a few things that people can do to really capitalize on everything that's happening with AI and offer services that are really geared towards capturing the most out of search. Maybe if you can share a few key things, I don't want to say it myself and, because you know it best. For those watching, if they want to make money with AI and offer real value to businesses through it, what's the best way to do it?
Figure out how it works. And the best way you can do that is to literally get the $20 ChatGPT subscription and then put it in thinking mode and then search for what you want to show up for and then watch it think. And it will tell you what it went out to the web to search for. It'll tell you what sites it looked at. It'll give you everything you need. It gives you the roadmap for, $20 a month. And then just do that. Like, look at what kind of content what terms it searched for, look at what kind of content ranks for those terms, look at what sites they're on, and then just do that and then do more.
Got it. Now, closely related to what's going to be really my next question, right? We spoke around values and why we both dislike the term VA,
Yes.
right? Which seems to be a rarity in this industry for some reason.
Yeah.
And with AI being so novel, right? And being also so much noise around GEO and so many people pretending that they know what they're doing because they haven't even gone through the process. They just say, oh, GEO, so people want to buy it, so I'll sell it and then I'll figure it out as I do, right? With how little time businesses really have had to become proficient at it. Mm-hmm. How would you recommend from a sales client relationship standpoint to set expectations when people do this?
You're going to lose sales by listening to me, but you're going to have better integrity. You need to set the expectation with your prospect by telling them that, look, this is what the experiments that I've done, and these are the results I've gotten. I think I can get them for you, but this didn't exist 3 years ago. So I can't guarantee that. I can show you processes and show you similar sites where I've gotten these results, and I think I can get them for you. But because it's such a new technology, things are going to change. Just be honest like that. Like, I don't want to go into the whole spiel, but tell them the truth. Tell them how long you think it might take. Tell them that this is still experimental, but tell them it's worth doing. Because what we're going to do is going to work. Is going to be valuable to you anyway. And if it helps with your ChatGPT and other, most clients are only going to know ChatGPT. If it helps with your ChatGPT, that's great. I think it will, but there's a chance it may not. And again, I could say I can guarantee it, and I'm going to promise it. There's actually some dude on Twitter right now going viral for launching some tool. I'm not going to give it the name because I think he's full of shit, but I hope it's okay if I swear. Okay.
100%.
All right.
Past the first minute on YouTube doesn't get canceled, I believe.
Yeah, but for offering some software that's $999 a month and guarantees placement, he's lying. Nobody can guarantee that yet because nobody knows well enough. But you're going to make more money by saying that, but you're going to hurt your reputation and you can't get that back.
Yeah, no, that's not money I want. I don't want that kind of money.
I don't need that money that bad.
Yeah. So you mentioned integrity, right? And when we were on the bus during the mastermind, we talked on that subject. Mm-hmm. Now, question, quick second on the camera. You comfortable speaking around your values, your stance on all of this? Okay. Because I know some people want to keep it private, right?
Well, that's fine.
Okay. When I ask you your own definition of integrity, right? Because I know it's a word that gets thrown around, and I don't think a lot of people have taken the time to really understand what it really stands for. It says, no, you have your stance on integrity and what it means to you, if you can share it for those watching.
Yeah, so if I was to define it, and it may not be the Webster's definition, but for me, it means doing the right thing when nobody's looking. In other words, when there's no consequence to not do the wrong thing and get an advantage, you still do the right thing because it is the right thing.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
And so what I love so much about your definition of it, and we might be getting slightly mystical about here, but if we think of simple cause, action and effect, karma.
Yeah.
You know what you did, right? Mm-hmm. We hear our own words, even if we only speak into ourselves, right? That's why it's so important, your own self-talk, right? And I like to say this might not be the dictionary definition, but it's wonderfully aligned with the dictionary definition, right?
Yeah.
So for me,
the spirit of it.
Mm-hmm, the meaning of words, especially in English as an ESL speaker, right, matters tremendously, because for me to use the right word for the right thing is extremely important, so that misunderstandings happen less often, right? Mm-hmm. I think misunderstandings are a great source of suffering in this world. And many times we've spoken about the same couple of flowers on the table, and we can have a whole argument about them just because we were talking about the same thing, but we didn't know we were talking about the same thing. So dictionary definition is the commitment to a set of particularly high values, either artistic or moral or ethical values, right?
That's pretty similar.
Yeah. And so my understanding is that integrity is something that you achieve as a consequence of that commitment to whatever your values are, right? And so what I understand the value is on doing the right thing, which my immediate response to when you say that is, oh, that actually sounds like the fourth noble truth of Buddhism, right? Of right view, right speech,
right
and
intention.
I don't know all 8 of them. You might know them better than me, right? Now, in an industry like ours, right, where virtually anyone can start, which is a wonderful thing,
sure,
right? It's allow people like me with
me too.
No other prior knowledge. I was a mechanic, right?
I worked in IT.
Well, there you go, right? To carve ourselves a path where, well, there's certainly less suffering in our lives, because
it's certainly made my life better. I owe everything I have today to SEO.
And this is the question I wanted to ask you. You've built a platform that's allowed others to make their lives better.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Good. It's fantastic, actually. And I don't do it because it makes me feel good, but I've gotten some just incredibly heartwarming stories. I won't share them because they were private, but of people that were in horrible situations and got out of them because of the money that I'm like getting choked up talking about now, about the money that they've made and how it was able to turn their life around and things like that. So, the reverse of that is that's a lot of pressure for me. Like, it keeps me up thinking, man, if I make the wrong decisions and fuck this up, it's going to affect thousands of people. But the impact that I've seen it have on not as many people as I'd like, but on a lot of people is something I will never take for granted.
Very happy to hear that. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you
for what you've done, for this conversation. I'm super happy that I got to meet you.
You too. I've enjoyed getting to know you over the last, week or so.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.